Our world has changed radically through the introduction and advancement of technology. Therefore, so has education. The children that are in classrooms today are digital natives, or the N-Gen or D-Gen. This potentially poses a problem, as teachers today, even graduates, did not necessarily grow up with this level of technology, making us digital immigrants. What does this mean for the classroom? This means that we need to adopt the I can growth mindset and adapt to these changes for the well-being, education and benefit of our students, the future of this world. Every school is different, as is every classroom. While some may have more access to technology than others, these four programs explored will show a way in which everyone can have access to great things technology allows us to learn through. I have not used sticks before, however, I found it really easy to use, and this level of ease correlated to the students at aftercare as well. Students have been practicing for their school concert, and I found this program to be a great way to integrate ICT into their dance routines. I made a mini dance sequence as an example, and then got them to make one together as a group. These students were a group of three girls in grade 4. As time is limited in aftercare and the classroom, I got them to make a mini sequence together rather than animate their whole concert routine. The result was much better than mine. I believe this program could be used in a classroom to enhance higher order thinking due to it being so open ended. The levels of creativity are endless. This particular activity could be linked to the dance curriculum, particularly improvised and structured movement ideas for dance sequences using safe dance practice, the elements of dance, and choreographic devices. I would definitely use this app again. It is a very simple animating tool which can easily be used in a variety of curricular areas, such as one that is often overlooked, dance and drama. I have a personal interest in photo editing, so I thought it would be great to share my interests with those I care for. I decided to use Photor, as it resembles Photoshop quite extensively with an easy interface. I got a mixed group of preps, 2 boys and 2 girls, to choose from a list of photos I had taken of flowers, landscape, animals, and edit it. With limited time, I feel they did a really good job. They had already been exposed to similar apps and had fun playing around with the different settings with guidance. Whilst they did not know the true meanings of things such as curves, contrast, and so forth, they got a sense of what it does through visual learning of trial and error. Whilst I found this program to be fantastic, there was one thing that I thought was rather inappropriate for school children and even adults. It has a setting for beauty, which includes weight loss, wrinkle removers, and things that could potentially feed negative seeds into arising mental health issues. One thing I've learned over the years of studying is that catering to the interests of children is key to forming that relationship to engage them in learning. This comic I made, whilst amateur in design, is a simple one to portray that as an adult I still have interests which many children today have. I used this comic at aftercare to stimulate discussions about interests, and one of the girls' interests was blue tack slime. I asked her what kind of comic could she make. She then decided to make a quick instruction guide on how to make blue tack slime. I feel Comic Life has incredible value as it can be used across the whole curriculum whilst catering to diversity through giving children endless choices. Comics are a great way to get rid of certain stigma around topics such as reading is boring or uncool. Comic Life has many templates too which allow many different outcomes to be reached. Wordle is a simple yet effective tool which I've seen used in a classroom before. I had not used it myself, so I wanted to give it a go so that I could be on the same page as my students. I made a quick one demonstrating values of a teacher. At aftercare, I got the whole group, around 35 kids, to make a charter for aftercare. I think they did a fantastic job. I think this program is great as it's simple to use and can bring out fun in subjects which students may find not so engaging. For example, if a student correctly writes out their spelling list, they can then transfer it into a Wordle. This gives them the opportunity to give their list a personal touch. Perhaps Wordle itself does not initiate higher order thinking, but I feel it can help stimulate that process. Overall, I have learned many new things using these programs, particularly that technology is not as hard or daunting as it may seem. It's helped me embrace programs I have not had the opportunity to use and has shown me ways to use technology outside of the technology's curriculum to cater to other curricular areas and, of course, most importantly, the interests of our digital natives.